The tragic murder of 17 people at a school in Parkland, Florida, has inspired many students across the country to speak out against gun violence. Locally, there are walkouts, protests, and other events planned, and I spoke with 3 students earlier today about their efforts. Julia Albro-Fisher, Hallie Pashkin of JFK Middle School, and Ben Moss Horowitz of Northampton High School. Moss Horowitz said demanding action to prevent further gun violence will be the defining moment of his generation.
I've been involved with the Democrats Club at my school since the 2016 election. And then in the past year, things have really been heating up with youth activism at Northampton High School. And in the past couple months, we've already developed kind of like a coalition of like 6 justice groups at our school. And when it happened, we had just been working on this town hall with Jim McGovern that happened 3 weeks ago. And so when it happened, and we saw all this energy about youth activism and about our generation being the one that's going to change the world, we just knew this has been the work we've been doing already. So I messaged the group chat that we'd been using immediately, and it just merged into a gun control response team.
And so for you two, Julia and Hallie, you're working together to organize around the March 14th walkout, #Enough, following that movement. And I noticed online that there were only a handful of actions organized in the days after the Parkland shooting, and you two were among the first. How did you decide that you wanted to get involved with this, Julia?
Well, I was at the Women's March on Washington, the first one after the election. And since then, I've just become much more involved with politics and everything that's been going on in our country. And Hallie and I actually did not meet until yesterday, but we both have been active on Instagram, and we started talking and decided that it was very important, and we signed up.
And so you had been using social media prior to meeting in person yesterday?
Yeah. Yeah.
And so for you, Hallie, what's your goal for this event on March 14th? It's going to be 17 minutes at 10 a.m. and it's happening across the nation. And there's a variety of people involved, but you're working here at the Northampton Middle School. What's your goal for the event?
Well, I know that a bunch of people do not know about the event that happened. And so I feel like it's very important for it to get out and for people to know about what happened so that they can try to change it.
And so now, Ben, with the March 24th event that you're involved with, March for Our Lives, it's not only happening at the high school level, a variety of community organizations are involved as well. Can you name a few, and what's the goal for that?
Yeah, I'll try not to miss any, but there's a bunch of organizations that have really done great jobs. So the first thing that happened with the March for Our Lives in Northampton is that just a parent made an event immediately because they were thinking about the need to protect their kid. But then immediately after, this whole group of, this whole network rallied around them. So just to name a couple, the Badass Activists of Northampton, Indivisible, NoHo, Moms Demand Action, a bunch of great groups. And then these groups all came to us with their experience from the Women's March and their experience from all the other marches that have been held recently. And they came to us, the high schoolers, and they said, how can we help you? How can you support you? Because the march in the description says by the high school students for the high school students, but we want to work with everyone, and we're hoping to make it like really a community-wide issue that brings the energy of Northampton all across the country.
So for you as students, what's it been like heading back to school when there's been so much discussion about violence that's happened at the national level, as we saw in Florida, but you've had to go back to school in recent days? What's that been like for each of you? Julia, why don't you go first?
Well, it's been difficult because the teachers all have different approaches to whether they will bring up the subject or avoid it, and some teachers have discussed it, and there is a sense of like uncomfortableness, and people don't exactly feel safe. Northampton we all think of it as a very safe town, but then again, so do all towns feel that way until something like this happens.
And so for you, Hallie, do you feel like you're talking about it enough, not enough?
I feel like at first we were not talking about what happened enough, and now I feel like it's getting out there. And
Ben, how about for you at the high school level? Do you feel like kids are scared to go to school?
No, I wouldn't say that, because I would say they're more aware of it. So I read this morning that on an average day, seven kids die in this country from gun violence. And kids have been aware of that. And then what happened in Florida, right, is that kids who kids in like a more white suburban community, in a progressive community that reminded people a lot of Northampton, kind of responded and used the momentum that they gained to try to lobby. And so I think that there was really a feeling the second I got back to school was, look at these kids. These are class presidents. These are theater kids. These are suburban progressive kids. We have to help too. We have to join this movement.
Kids, when you say look at these kids, you mean kids in Florida?
Yeah, I mean the kids in Florida. We have to join the fight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And so for you, once this happens on March 14th with the 17-minute walkout, and then the 24th of March with the larger march that's happening, what do you want to see happen after those events around this issue?
Well, we discussed with our principal today, and it's been going around students that we don't want it to be just these two events. We want it to be a whole movement, and we want to incorporate it into learning in schools. We want laws. We want gun reform. We want a full change, not just one action.
What about for students who choose not to participate? What do you think it will be like to go back to school with them after they've chosen to take their own stance?
I think that no matter what your response is, the result of some kids getting involved is that it brings the legislative part of society and the high school culture, it brings them really close together. And so I think that whatever side you're on, when those two come together and there's a lot of energy, I think change starts happening. So it doesn't worry me at all. Yeah.
I know that some schools across the country are choosing to take some punishment, some form of punishment, if students choose to walk out or take action in the march, such as you are. Northampton is not choosing to punish its students. But what do you think about that decision to punish students, Hallie?
I don't think it's really fair to punish students for standing up for what they believe in, because if kids are dying because of the gun laws, then I feel like they should take a stand.
How about you, Julia?
I think it's wrong, and students should not be punished for taking their stand and saying what they believe. And I know that, like, the excuse has been for punishment that it's taking away from their learning, and I think this is doing the opposite. This is bringing more to our learning and educating us more by discussing these issues.
Great. Ben, anything you want to add quickly?
I would say it just makes me really sad. But at the same time, it sort of feels like, well, that's what our job is. Our job is to bring these issues and to force these principals to think about these decisions. Because if this is going to happen never again, it's going to take a lot of people looking inward and a lot of these dialogues.